Morning guys, just come to do a move a socket and put a twin socket in. It's in a school, you can say the name of the school. The weather I've got to do is pretty easy. I did quote this school for replacing three-phase distribution boards that control different parts of the school. Put my price in, quoted for an RCBO board, following an EICR that was suspicious is the word, is it? Not quite right. Giving wrongful advice because EICRs are not retrospective. But they had to fork out money. It's good money, don't get me wrong. I mean, I would have fitted an RCBO boards, but it's what they've done. And anyway, have a look at the board, see what you think. Right guys, so if I zoom out of touch, that's the way the electricians have left this board. No schedule, no tests, no test sheets, nothing. Just the old EICR. So they've changed the board, but nobody knows where anything goes apart from they've got the one there which marks server. Absolutely ridiculous. So my job is to extend that round to there, put one on the edge there for the cleaners. Second job is, I don't get nothing inside. Second one is, so socket's up there, that comes down to the projector, extend it across, drop it down, put a 2-gang socket there. So what I'm going to do is use my tester on that, short neutral to earth. Everything's on RCBOs. I'm going to see what trips out. Let's hope it does. Oh, I've got it balancing there. I'm just going to put this on here. So, that's on earth, CPC, whatever you want to call it. Just touch the neutral, and that has tripped. My tester's still in. I'm going to confirm it. Right, walk this way. Walk this way. Not going to show anything on the floor. And we have that one off. Zoom out of it. We got that one off. Now I'm going to put it back on again, just to confirm. Off we go again. Okay, I hope the camera's picking that up. There's a volume coming. Confirm. Back again. And here we are again. We'll do a functional test on that. Okay, I'm going to lock it off now. Okay, I'll just put the lock off in. I just need to get my padlock now and just etc. Shall be long.
just using one of these super grummets. You can see them flat on that side. All right there. Don't want to go. Might be able to get it in that one. I'll get the air out first. Not very good. Not very good indeed. Oh, dear me. No, that's it. All curled up and everything, so it's obviously, you know, at some point twisted and because there's going to be 3 cables going in there. I'm going to double up on that one as well. I'm not going to start bending their cables because it's we don't know how much it's been bent before. What I want to do is fill the hole after. Right. Tight. That's all the way in. That's all the way in. Don't get bent up before we actually start. Just nick a bit off that. Right. This is the bit that we need to look at this time. I don't make these very easy to come out. Right, super grommet on the back so it don't actually push away. I can go there. Here's a tip on a drill. Tighten it up, knock it back a bit. Stops that from completely seizing up. Makes it easy to undo it after as well. Run a few screws into it because it's in a precarious position, but that's where I want it. and I don't exactly want it to get knocked up. Right, that's done. We all have our own ways of doing things like this. Do alter change. If you don't like it, put something in the comments.
Right guys, so we've had some staff come in. I wasn't expecting anybody in.
we've had some staff come in. They're talking about the job, talking about things to do with the job. They've also got the radio on in the background. So as a courtesy and a just stop the YouTube please from coming after me for copyright. I haven't recorded any of it, I've muted it all out and you've got my voice now. Just giving a bit of overlay to say what's going on. It won't last all that long. I could have made a joke about that because now let's leave it. Right, just we've got about 15 seconds of it and then it'll go back to normal.
Learner drivers are on the road in the middle of the day. Do you know, I got stuck behind 5 on my way here.
I've just got stuck behind that woman in that blue car. She came up third right. She kept pulling on every 4 minutes. What the fuck are you doing?
There's no right.
Yeah. I'm not going to say what is that?
Right, I've got to apologise. I just had a look at the. Just going to go out here a bit. Yeah, it's a bit cooler out here. I don't know if you can actually see me now. I did a ZS of the original socket next to it to start off with. But I've just checked the footage because I've got these are all LED panels in this place. I got my phone set on 60 hertz, and you couldn't make anything out. The playback was terrible. I've recorded on everything else on 25 frames a second. Yeah, I said 60 hertz, 60 frames a second, sorry, to start off with. So I'm going to do the ZS again on the socket that I've just put in. I've got the results of the original. It shouldn't make any difference at all, to be honest. Anyway, I'm going to do it again. Plugged in, turned on. Just check the voltage first. Okay, so phase and earth. Should come out about 58.58, sorry, something like that. No, 0.47. I've just tightened everything up. Yep, so that's okay. It is a 32 amp ring with a, in this school it starts off as a ring at 4mm and then goes down to 2mm, 2.5 on this. I've seen it where people have extended the ring. So I'm going to class it as 2.5 for the sake of my tests. Right, so I'll put these clips in for premature collapse. Coming off an existing spare fuse spur, switch fuse spur, 13 amp. I've done my insulation test on this bit of cable. I haven't put this in there, I'll cut it off. I'm just going to connect into that. So I'm going to do a ZS at that. And just redo it thereafter. I think, because there's no way I'll find out what the ZE is on this, because you can't get into the main server main cupboard. So I'm just going to do a ZS there. I've got the R1 and R2 there. That's going to have to do me. Right, as you can see, I've got the premature clip. And there. And there. You're going to fall out nowhere now. Well, that's the bakery question. If I'm connecting to the earphones, if anybody heard anything there. So, absolutely nothing. So we know it's DB4, we know it's a bottom fuse. I'm reluctant to write on that because the circuit was already in situ and it's got nothing to do with me, apart from me adding one circuit onto it. It's quite hot in this car. Turn that off so the YouTube please getting me for copyright. I originally quoted for changing all the boards here, and I wasn't going to go in cheap. I mean, it is a big job. I'd only had one other guy out to help me do it, and within the time, it was just a big job for me. I did put in the right price and the, you know, etc. for doing the job. But they've obviously wanted to give it to somebody else. I don't know why. Cheapness probably. But you can definitely see I couldn't get into the other two boards. So let's roll back a bit. My job was to come and move or fit one extra socket for the cleaners to plug in their Hoover, trade name, their vacuum cleaner. There are other vacuum cleaners on the market. So I've done that. I found out which circuit that was because there was nobody in at the time. I could drop as many RCDs off as I want. So I made a start on that, got that finished. The next one was a projector board, has got a radial across it coming from a fuse spur. That fuse spur is fed from I don't know what. I can't hazard a guess because guesswork ain't good enough. I can't drop the neutral down to earth to see which RCD drops off because they've got servers running. There's a lot of stuff coming now because it's only a week away from coming back to school. I couldn't drop RCDs off, etc, 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 because I just don't know what's going to go off, and it might come from a board that I don't know, we can't get into at the time. So that means that we're power until anyway. So it's impractical. I know it's coming from an RCD. Anyway, the caretaker's coming back. I'm just gonna have a word. Okay. Start off again. I got interrupted. Somebody wanted to talk to me. I honestly don't know where I was. Caretaker's just been and talked to me and put the well to right. So none of these boards are labelled up. I've done ZS's now. That's all I can do. I'll finish them off. I'm going to label them up tomorrow. I don't need to label them up, but I think I should do because there's nothing labelled up. I'm not going to be labelling up the board, sorry. I'm going to be labelling up the socket that I put in and say which board it's coming from, etc. So that's me finished until tomorrow. Until the labels I put on, I can't designate what circuit it's going to be because nobody knows. Bye bye.